Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video let's take a look at our stocks for this week, and that would be Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, SMCI with S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100. Now, is this week going to be a bullish week? Well, we are seeing some patterns across, well, Tesla and also some other stocks that we'll talk about in this video. And the ones that I won't be talking about in this video, I'll be talking in the 50 plus stocks coverage. You can check out more details on that in the description of this video. But as you can already see, Tesla, that very area that I provided to you, is showing a very good price action over there and a bullish strength. So what would be those bullish levels to watch this week? Most likely, as I said, we will get a bullish week. Let's see, because it's all about levels needs to hold, technicals needs to hold, and as long as they hold, we are good and fine. So let's jump right into it. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. All right, so we'll start off with Tesla today. So Tesla, as I have been saying, I'm on the daily interval first of all. As I have been saying that, guys, that very level, 212 to 225, once we lost 275, I mentioned that this is the zone we'll see the most price reaction, and that's what we are getting. Now, just not the price reaction that we are getting here, we are also having a double bottom in formation with a one whole week of consolidation at a very significant area. Right, all these significant levels are important, marked by my tools, and they help during the day trading time, for the swing trading as well, and all for those reasons. The reasons I also provide these blue boxes where I expect the price to really do something major, right? Like that, maybe like in this case, the directional change, right? All these things I also teach and talk about in my 50 plus stocks coverage in much more detail. Again, you can check out the details in the description of this video. Now, with this double bottom, we are also seeing, let's get to the hourly interval. On the hourly interval, we are seeing again, actually it's much more apparent on the 4 hours interval. We are seeing on the 4 hours interval, the pivot still holding recently again. We did have that rebound initially, and the rebounds first time would sell off. It's very likely because overall trend has been negative there until there, right? So that's why we did see a retest. And I mentioned that, guys, yes, we'll see a retest. All right. You can check out my videos a couple of days ago. And now, though, lately what we are seeing even on the near term is that we are still holding higher lows pattern, and we have taken out significant resistances zones as well, especially those significant levels, right? So these are all great signs for Tesla, and yes, it's bullish technically intraday, and also in my opinion on the daily interval, the move has started. The bullish move has started, and as long as Tesla, even through the pullback, can hold above like 244, 241 to 244, as long as Tesla is above it, you should be looking for a bullish play. The more likelihood of success is for the continuation is on the bullish side, as long as we continue to stay above 241 to 244 on Tesla. All right, now let's get back to the daily interval, because there are still a couple of things, and we'll get to the weekly interval as well. There are still a couple of things though. Yes, we are turning into a bullish structure right now. This bullish structure, once we start to lose that very zone 240, we'll start to loosen up like 241 to 244, right? If we start to lose 241, things will again start to slow down. So just be careful. We are still below 20 days moving average. We are still below 200 days moving average. So this bullish move that's starting, it's strengthful enough that it's just not a rebound anymore, but it's still an early start. But this week has a room and a possibility to retest until around at least 275. Now, nothing is guaranteed. That's why I'm saying, as long as we stay in this bullish structure, 275 is the most likely opening for Tesla this coming week. And definitely, guys, 200 days moving average might give it a resistance eventually. Even if it gets up there, we'll see. Sometimes things might just straight break out, but we'll see. But what I'm saying is that during those areas, you should be sizing out more of your position if you're in a profit, or you should be nimble enough to adapt your position in that following trade, right? Let's get to the weekly interval now. So we are seeing the 2 weeks of a good buying. Now, this is just a start. Okay, it's not in a bullish structure. Like bullish structure proper ones are like, pivots holding right on the weekly. Now I know I'm not showing my another tool here, but if you need access to my tools, you can check out the details also in the description of this video. Now let me turn that on here on the weekly interval on Tesla. You can use my tools on 5 minutes or any interval, like 5 minutes for day trading, 3 minutes for day trading, or whatnot. You can use it on any interval for any type of trading on any stock, be it be swing trading, day trading, long-term trading, you name it. Now, I just turned on this another tool, and you can see we're not bullish yet. We are still technically red. Bullish structure is like a bullish structure, right? So I'm on the weekly interval. So it's a start. That's what I'm saying. On the daily interval, it's a start, but it's a good start in a way that it's an early sign. On the daily interval, we are looking bullish, and also on the weekly interval, I'm seeing good wicks, good buying wicks coming in on Tesla. So that's a really good sign for me. Anyways, those are the levels to watch on the hourly interval that I talked about, and all the structure that is telling me around it is just fine as long as we hold those levels on Tesla. Early start, but it's still good enough. All right, do your own thing. I'm just sharing my opinion, guys. Okay, Nvidia. So Nvidia is in a limbo. Now, it's a good rebound. They had their conference, all of that stuff. It's a rebound now. This is your pretty much the last defense, right? I mean, it's struggling. I would want to, let's actually get to the hourly interval first. Now, you can see it's gone sideways, but that sideways action is being supported by 200 hours moving average. Now, last time when I did a video on Nvidia for this very day, last particular trading day, I mentioned that if we lose 118, right, which we did, we're gonna test 200 hours moving average. We got that very play, and then I mentioned that until then, that would be it. We may see a rebound. We got a rebound, right? Now the thing is that though, from here, if you want to, I would suggest with Nvidia, trade it only intraday, nothing more than that right now. All right, as we can get above 118, we have a room to test 120. Nvidia is not fully bad. It's just in a limbo. It's just an intraday play right now. And as we, again, intraday can continue into swing. You can carry over your position as long as structure holds. And as we can stay above 118, Nvidia is still in the bullish territory. Nvidia will only be in a bearish camp again, though, if we lose 200 hours moving average at this point though. Okay, so that's the price action on Nvidia. Okay, so it's not fully good, but as it can hold through it, it will be still in the bullish side. Okay, all right, AMD. AMD is also doing good. Now with AMD, I definitely wanted to get out and above of this 50 days moving average, but it's not there yet, but it's still a good price action of the early rebounds and the early start. Now it's very critical the levels to watch on this, so let's get to the hourly interval. And for the last trading day, I told you guys, as long as we can still hold above through these zones, we'll be fine. We got a rebound there. Now as long as we still stay above 105, we are still just fine on AMD. The problem is definitely if we start to lose 105, but early problem will start to come even if we lose 106 area, this particular zone. So it's important we stay above 106 and we'll be just fine on AMD for the bullish play. And let's get to the 4 hours interval. And on 4 hours interval, so far it is also holding higher pivots for us, and also on the daily. So it's good. It's in an uptrend. It's just that it's still, we just have to be cautious. All right, because as I just showed you on the daily interval, the 50 days moving average is important for me to really break out above it. We are above 20 days moving average, but AMD hasn't really gained 50 days moving average even after gaining 20 days moving average. It's a rebound at an important zone. Let's see if this time it can do above 50 days moving average, because if it can do it, it takes away a lot of this uncertainty that we have had on AMD. But it's a good start already. Watch that level that I just mentioned on the hourly interval. Okay, SMCI. Now SMCI, I already did a video on Friday. You can check that out as well. Now on this thing, as I said in that video as well, we are back again in the bullish play, and pretty much as long as we stay above $40.91 area, we are just fine on SMCI. I'm gonna go very quick on this one. Here We held that zone of $38. Thus, on the weekly interval, this thing just giving us a pullback, which is completing because daily interval is already turning bullish again. And thus the pullback has completed over here, and we are still in that higher low structure, and things are looking great, right? So the level potentially this week could be $50 we can target. We do have 200 days moving average coming in, so we have to be a little bit nimble and cautious. But as long as we can hold intraday also above $40.91 area, we are just fine for the bullish side. Now, let's get to NASDAQ 100 and S&P 500. I talk a lot more stocks with the members in 50 plus stocks coverage, guys. Check out the details in the description of this video. And also, if you need access to the trading tools, you can check out the details in the description of this video. Now, with NASDAQ 100, it's not bullish. It's holding, but it's not bullish. All right. Every time it's opens up lower, it gets bought back up. But the thing is that we are still very much in overall negative sentiment. Okay, it's a early ongoing starts. It can a little bit more rebound, but overall sentiment of mine will not change. This rebound is possible though, at least until 496 area, this zone. But we'll have to be a little bit careful with this thing, because this thing, if it doesn't hold this structure anymore, it's because overall sentiment on the weekly though is negative. So things may be a little bit turbulent. Now, there are a couple of things you can watch on this. Either we just stay above $481, this rebound can continue, or uptrend can continue on the lower time frame. And if we lose again 477 and 46 cents, that's where don't look for any uptrend anymore, right? So those are the zones to watch on NASDAQ 100. This can continue a little bit up, but this is again a very critical zone, 496. So you have to be very nimble on this thing. And anytime as we lose those level below, as just mentioned on the hourly interval, then the magnet still remains then the 448, right? So it's going sideways, showing a lot of green structure though, but can it do it? Well, we'll have to hold that structure. And on the weekly interval, yeah, guys, we are still bearish. And that's the thing. We will, the little bit of uptrend is possible, but there is still, room for it to stay negative. All right, let's take a look at S&P 500. Very similar thing. I'm on the weekly interval right now. I want to see it get above this blue zone for fully back again that strength. Right now, it's a rebound, and so is on the daily interval. It's getting bought back up all the time, but for me, it's not in a bullish structure. The market, this zone is still a zone of resistance, right? The blue box there. And on the hourly interval for the intraday levels to watch, how do we trade it? I would say stay only intraday trade on this thing, nothing more than that. Last day we had a really good, because price action is reacting at that significant level, again marked by my tools, and when the price action is holding at the significant level, you know that, okay, it has held for 2-3 hours, that rebound is building, right? But anyways, what to watch for going this week, right? I'm not interested in any long play on this if we lose 562 and 49 cents intraday perspective only. And if we stay above this 562 and 50 cents area intraday, above this bullish can be looked at. Okay, above this bullish place can be looked at. All right, that's all I had for you guys in this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care, guys. Bye.